line now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Gurley, of course, was right in the mix for a rushing title, but missed the final couple weeks of the year and ended up finishing 3rd with 1,251 yards, but did have a league-high 17 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, the first since Sean Alexander in 2003-2004 to lead the NFL in total touchdowns 2 years running. How about 2 years in a row he doesn't get a chance to win a rushing title? This year because of injury, the year before because they rested him in the last game. And the first year he said, it doesn't matter much. This year he admitted he really wants to win one of those rushing titles.
And you know what's surprising nugget is that he's the only guy to rush for 1,000 yards in each of the last 2 seasons. Incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. For the Chiefs, Charles, looking back to last year in summation, 12-4. First time as the #1 seed in the AFC since the mid-90s, 1995. And, yeah, there was a lot of disappointment, understandably so, after that loss to New England. But it's like we were talking about with Patrick Mahomes, a lot to be proud of. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. These Rams, Charles, it's been quite a ride for them. You think a couple years ago they went 4-12 as they got settled out on the West Coast, and now in the Super Bowl. Of course, everyone's excited about what Sean McVay has done, but these players deserve a lot of credit too.
They certainly do, and I'll take it a step further. So does administration, from team president to general manager, the entire organization, in putting together this ball club and then having the gumption to pick Sean McVay as their head coach, a youngster.
Robert Woods, he's at the 30, 10, touchdown LA. Robert Woods, 84 yards, and the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The 3rd time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base that might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they see
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Goff. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
DC. Starting left.
After the interception, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. To throw on second down is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On second down, here's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shut.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down, Williams. Big hold to the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, 76! 76!
Here we go. It's Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go!
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. There he goes inside the 30. 20! And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gurley again here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 11. 11. We got three. Hot. 180. 5.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
All right. Come on now. Hey, Shell. Black 20.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a 14-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready. Green 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call him an extension of the running game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Tiger, Tiger. Hard ball.
Throwing on third. Goff. Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Now the at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs.
Right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a
Nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
And what an zeros in the top.